Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with another movie reaction. Today we are watching Jumanji, the original 1995 film starring Robin Williams. And I actually haven't seen Robin Williams in many things. I know I've seen him in Aladdin, the original animation, but I don't think I can think of anything else. And this movie won the poll over on Patreon by overwhelming amounts, so I'm excited to see what all the hype is about. I know this film has been rebooted, or it's a sequel, starring The Rock, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, and Jack Black, and maybe another actor or two that I'm forgetting. But I don't know too much about it, other than that it's like a board game that people get sucked into, so I'm excited to check it out. If you want to watch the full reaction, or you want to see movie reactions a week early, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, and let's get started.
Hey, Parrish! What's the rush?
You're chasing him?
I gotta show you something. Come here. To show him this.
Ooh.
Wait,
What is it?
what is it? Man, this is the future.
What are you doing here? I've told you before, this factory isn't a playground, it's dangerous.
Dad, can I have a ride home?
Alan.
Ah!
Just a...
Oh no.
Who did this? Well?
Take responsibility, man. Not you.
Sir.
Get him!
Oh. His father just sent him back out to get beat up by them. He feels the draw.
Alan? Are you home?
Since you took it like a man, your mother and I have decided that you're ready to go to the Cliffside School for Boys.
Maybe I don't want to be who you are. Maybe I don't even want to be a Parrish.
You won't be, not till you start acting like one.
He's running away.
But we gotta talk about this some other time. What was that? You heard it too?
Of
Oh.
course I heard it.
Oh, he just rolled it.
In the jungle, you must wait until the dice read 5 or 8.
Haha. 26 years later? The parish home in ruins. No one rolled 5 or 8, so he's been stuck there forever. What happened to the parish family? What happened to that girl?
You guys still have your house keys? Hello?
Do you not hear that? I guess the only kids can hear it. Someone roll a 5 or an 8.
6. Tiny bite can make you itch, make you sneeze, make you twitch.
Uh-oh. Bite! Oh no! Oh no, is she actually gonna get bitten? Holy crap, they're scary as heck. You still wanna play? Oh, and he gets the roll again.
Adventures beware.
Do not begin unless you finish.
5.
Yeah, 5. Oh god.
Judy, someone's in here.
Oh. How do you deal with that? Oh! He's here! This is amazing. He just closes the door again.
Are you Alan Parrish?
Who are you?
We live here now.
He hasn't grown up at all. No other people around. Still remembers English. We
Keep that thing away from me.
need your help.
When are you gonna help us play?
It's not her turn.
It's not my turn.
Turn is it?
Oh yeah, she went first.
We're looking for someone who used to live here.
No, I've lived here my whole life.
It's her.
Well, then you must have Sarah Whittle.
Sarah? 26 years ago, you played a game with a little boy down the street.
You're giving off some creepy vibes here. They brought her back? I mean, this is really the only way for her to get past this.
Just give me the dice and you can go home.
Oh my god!
How could you do that?
What kind of hell is it unleashing this time? Well, that's the yellow one. This time? Slurp, slurp. Oh my god. His second role ever.
What is it?
What? Oh god! What use is a sword? Oh.
It's gonna happen over and over.
No, there we go.
When you carry around so much repressed anger, it attracts a lot of negative energy and...
Okay, Sarah.
Hello, I'm rolling now.
Billy, who?
Let's do it.
Oh, what? Come on, Madam Serena.
6. Earthquake.
Run! It's a stampede!
Stampede? Holy crap.
Ha!
Wait, the game! He just grabbed the fish? Oh, come on. Whoa.
Nice work. Come on, give me the game. Let's go.
He hasn't had human connections in 26 years.
Hey! Alright, I'm taking you in for questions.
going anywhere.
Oh crap.
You can't...
It's all right. I'll be back soon.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. 10 spaces.
Jumanji hadn't been broken, you will slip back even more than your token. Peter, your hands! Look at your hands!
Oh crap.
They used to call you Soul Man.
Soul Man.
Soul
That's
Man.
right. I was in there too, man, till old man Paris fired me.
You know it doesn't mean much after 26 years. But I'm sorry. It's me, Alan.
I know I'm gonna regret this.
Yay!
Now what are we gonna do?
You
Hey!
are gonna stay.
Those are my keys! Those are my keys!
It's for your own good. You just stay there.
My handcuff keys! Wait!
This is something.
Situation at Sir Save-A-Lot involving woman and 2 children. Sounds like the armed perpetrator in the pith helmet and khaki.
All right.
Gently. All right.
Oh my god. Get the key!
Don't worry, I've done this before.
Not well.
He should be here any moment.
True enough.
Where's Peter?
I'm here!
Oh, great. You have a problem? You face it like a man.
You trying to be like your father?
I'm sorry. 26 years buried in the deepest, darkest jungle, and I still became my father.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Please try to win. A 3.
It's okay.
Can you just roll? Just roll in quick succession until it's all over? Oh god. What is that?
Alan? What is that?
Oh god. I've heard that they can close their mouths really strong, but if you hold their mouths closed, it's hard to open. I don't know how true that is.
I always wanted to do this. Could you step back, please?
I've always wanted to do this. Oh my god. 7. How many are you off? Aw, you're so close.
Okay! Okay, okay. Oh, I got you. Sometimes you must go back a turn.
Go back a turn. It's not quicksand anymore, he's just stuck. Oh god.
Peter! My dad kept an axe in the woodshed. Go get it!
Okay.
Hurry! Go, go, go!
Wait. He kept an axe in the wood. There's an axe. That was a great moment. He's like,
Bring the game! Hurry!
put the dice in your mouth. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh, that's poison.
Judy, are you okay? I'm fine. Help them.
I'm dying.
Now the ground begins to quake.
Judy!
Ah. How many do you need? Oh, come on. Just drop it, drop it, drop it.
What's in your hand? Drop it.
Okay. One and what?
Any last words?
3. Jumanji. Wait, does that mean he's gonna go back into Jumanji with the freaking... Oh my god. No one start this game ever again. They're back here? Oh, they undid the last 26 years.
I'm glad you're back.
I've only been gone 5 minutes.
26 years.
Let's talk it over tomorrow. Man to man.
How about father to son?
That's a lake. It's not... Or a river? That's not deep enough.
Oh my god, there they are.
How'd you know?
Just like we remembered you.
Just like... don't say that.
And I were thinking of taking a little skiing holiday up in the Canadian Rockies.
Do not do that.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ce bruit?
Oh god, oh no. Oh god. That's a fun movie. I'm so curious who or what created this game and what they were trying to do. Was it humans with magical powers? Is it a higher being? Or maybe it was meant to be like a regular game and something else infused it with otherworldly powers. I'm curious to what end. Did they think it'd be fun to torture humans? Or... I mean, the only people we saw play it were children, at least when they started. And the game called out to Judy and Peter when their aunt was in the room, but their aunt didn't hear it. And it originally called out to Alan, despite there being a bunch of construction workers there. And I think the two at the end were children. They were speaking French. I have to imagine it's Canada somewhere, and the game didn't somehow drift all the way to France. But the fact that it targets children might mean it was a way to help them grow up somehow, like some game to help with the coming of age portion of their lives. I mean, look what happened with Sarah and Alan. They learn so much about life, about themselves. They appreciate their lives, everyday lives, so much more now. All that without aging or facing any lasting consequences beyond the trauma they must feel. I have to imagine hearing the beating of drums just sets them off, sets them really on edge now. But if they can work through that, what problems even feel significant anymore after dealing with a hunter on safari hunting you, a flood monsoon, stampedes, giant mosquitoes that, a bunch of vine monsters, bats, monkeys. Feels like every other problem is a lot less significant after that. Speaking of which, did the things coming out of the game get more and more difficult as time passed? Because the bats and the monkeys seem tame after everything else that came afterwards. Though I guess getting stuck in the game until someone rolls a 5 or an 8 is pretty bad if everybody just drops the game for 26 years. But before all that, though, we had the movie start in 1869 with two young people, again, getting rid of the game. They must have survived it, otherwise the pieces would still be on the board when Alan found it in 1969. Unless they fall off if the players die, I don't know. The whole thing is magic anyway, so... but yeah, I wondered if it was a coincidence that the game was found 100 years later, and if it had a habit of doing that. Because when I washed up on the beach, was that in the year 2069? I've mentioned 69 3 times now, so I have to say, nice. And the focus of the film isn't really too much on the characters as much as it was what happens to them, but I still find myself very fond of the characters. I think that starts with sympathizing with all their hardships. Alan gets bullied, then faces some verbal abuse from his father, which I can relate to. And then 26 years in that game, that's so... I can't imagine what he went through. And he blames Sarah for not rolling a 5 or an 8 to get him out at some point. But lets it go eventually, which is commendable. 26 years is a long time to think about why you are where you are. But I don't know. Do I hold it against Sarah for not coming back? Maybe just a little. I can't imagine leaving a friend behind. But I mean, everybody's different, and she's a victim in all of this too. She was a child, so I don't blame her all that much. And it feels like it's her against the whole world for the 26 years afterwards too. So yeah, I can't. I don't feel. I'm not mad at her for leaving him behind or anything. I understand how scared she must have been. And Alan, upon coming back, finds his family out of their home and actually dead after using all their money trying to figure out what happened to him. Apparently didn't even try listening to the one person who was there in Sarah. We sympathize with Judy and Peter too for losing their parents, and they're both cute kids. They're earnest, brave, caring, and typically child actors. They have the assumption that they're not very good, but I think they did a solid job. Upon seeing them in 1995, my first thought was that girl looks a lot like a little Kirsten Dunst, and it took me a while to be like, wait, I got to look it up to see if it actually is her because it doesn't look like it's just that she looks like her, but it might actually be her, and it was. I haven't seen her in anything since Spider-Man 2, though I know she's in Interview with a Vampire. But yeah, I knew she started acting at a very young age because of that, so eventually I was like, oh yeah, it is her. Speaking of other characters, though, I actually also really like Carl. Those sneakers he made got stuck in the machine, and Alan didn't take responsibility, even though Carl was going to get in so much more trouble than he would have. But again, Alan was a child, and it seemed like his father yelling was somewhat of a routine kind of thing, so he was on the end of verbal abuse quite often, so I get it as well. But it did set up the growth he would eventually undergo later after 26 years stuck in a jungle. But yeah, Carl's mannerisms, his acting are really great. That moment where the car just gets completely scrunched to heck, all the vines showed up to take it. His reaction is just his yell. "Ah!" That was top notch and super funny. And I also really like the aunt too. It can't be easy losing your sister or brother. I'm not sure which one, how she was related to their parents, but um, and then having to take care of the kids, trying to teach them how to deal with grief. A lot of sad stuff happening in this film. Actually, I'm actually curious what happened to her because we don't see her after we go back to 1969 and then go forward again. But actually, I think it does all the sad stuff happening in this film. It does help us give a happy give us a happy ending. Alan and Sarah getting together feels earned. I'm a little sad that Judy and Peter won't remember any of it though. Glad that Alan and Sarah still get to befriend them, and they get to prevent their parents from dying, so that's good as well. But yeah, we had that time skip. Honestly, it would have been really interesting to see what happened in the following years, because Sarah and Alan were technically adults in the bodies of children. That's super interesting. To be fair, Alan, due to spending 26 years in the game, still kind of had the mind of a child. But Sarah, she went through so much. People said she was crazy. How did she face those same people now that their history has all been erased? And do either of them still have PTSD? If they hear the beating of drums again, do they freak the heck out? And also, as with any time travel thing, I'm curious if they remembered any, I don't know, stock picks or lottery numbers. Though Alan's family is like super rich, so I guess it's not necessary. But yeah, there are probably a lot of really important events that went down that they should be aware of. So it would be very interesting to see how they would use their knowledge of the future to affect change. But yeah, the things they all face together, all of it's super difficult. But the hunter, Van Pelt, seems like he's the most dangerous, especially since he just dropped some gold at a gun store and just came out with a modern gun to use for hunting. The mosquitoes probably freak me out like the most though. Just regular sized ones are already so annoying, but just giant insects are not my thing, and giant mosquitoes this size, I just can't imagine what kind of diseases they'll spread, right? Giant flying insects are definitely not my thing. And the game undoes everything just as Van Pelt shoots at Alan, and despite the gun being from our world, it goes back with them into Jumanji, and yeah, everything gets rewound. I think that's something you could really abuse though if you're willing to play the game again. For sure, I'd rather gather up some of my smartest friends, some of my most survival minded friends, stock up on weapons, gear, everything, then start the game, take notes on what happens in the world, and many years later, restart the game and try to prevent horrible things from happening, see what stocks would explode over the long term, or even just try to remember lottery winning numbers. I think it would be worth it. Like, we'd be risking our lives technically, but given that everything gets rewound, If you die during the game, but then it's completed, I assume you come back to life as well. So I might be willing to take that risk, especially since I get to live a normal life, assuming I'm not sucked into the game. So yeah, just play one turn and have something come into this world, and then live your entire life, live for like 40 years, gain all this knowledge, and then turn it back. That'd be incredible, right? So yeah, I would probably take that risk and abuse the system, though I understand why everybody else just decided to get rid of the game instead. Anyway, this movie was good fun. I know they made more movies, though I'm not sure if they're sequels or a reboot. And I know The Rock, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, and Jack Black are in it, so my theory of the game targeting children might not be spot on unless they play it as kids and revisit it as adults, like in this film. So we'll see though. I might want to go to check out those movies eventually. But I'm going to give this movie an 8.5. Really solid fun. Seeing Robin Williams. I haven't seen him in a lot of movies. I know he's in a couple really iconic films, so I do want to check those out at some point. I mentioned before that I've only seen him in Aladdin, and that's not even with his face, just his acting as the genie. So yeah, enjoy this film. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, really helps the channel. Full reactions and early reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.